Yo, what's happening? This is Late Night CJ, and we back at it once again. Now, I was having a conversation with a coworker who's about to be a first-time father, and as a father of three, you know what I'm saying, my baby being 16, I had some words of wisdom. Like, I feel like I really do believe in the whole each one teach one. You know what I'm saying? So if you have some wisdom, they say a smart man learns from his mistakes, but a wise man learns from the mistakes of others. So if you're a wise man, why not take the advice from another wise man who's been through it? But to give y'all some context of what it's like being a first-time father, check this out.
Life is a result of the pain and the damage from his father that he then visits on his son. We have to, as black men, be mindful of that. Sometimes it's unfair, and sometimes we take it out on those we love. And I'm guilty of that frustration that we all have. But we have a responsibility and a duty to be fathers, not to just make babies, but to be real fathers. And you can't expect any good to come to you if you don't visit any good on your son or your daughter. So, be a man.
Now, the advice that I would like to give all first-time fathers, and women, feel free to watch this as well and pass it on to your man if y'all been struggling with this. One of the things, the first thing is, for men to understand, you are no longer number one. Now, I know all through your relationship, y'all was kicking it and she would come over when you call, and this sounds horrible, but if you needed a few dollars, she would drop you off a little something, you know. You were always number one in her eyes. There wouldn't be, and you probably know this, there probably wouldn't be anything that she wouldn't do for you. Well, when the baby arrives, homie, you are no longer number one. That baby is number one. Understand this. This is a human being that grew inside them. Yes, you're there on the outside with the anticipation of the baby, but they feel the movements. They could even show you, they're like, oh, look, see right there? Look, you see, look, he's kicking. They know about the kicking. They tell you about the kicking. This is a person that will have a personality, that will have a life that started in them. Their connection can never be, yours will never be like that. It'll never be. You are some dude that she just met. This is something that came from creation that she will be responsible for cultivating. You will never be number one again. And the sooner you could come to grips with that and understand your position in her nurturing side, understand me? Like in a household, like say if y'all are traditionalists, you might have the father, the mother, the children, and so forth. But as far as her nature, if there's one piece of chicken and there are you and the baby on this side, and herself included, she will bypass. You better not think about it. In her mind, she's gonna hand it over to the baby. By nature, understand that, and everything will be smooth. You'll know how to play it. Number two, you have to learn a different level of sympathy and understanding. Now imagine you had a little woman, she was high and tight, everything right, bars. You understand me? And say this is one of the times she has a big old baby. I'm talking about a monster. I believe one of my children was like 11 pounds, 8 ounces. Yeah. You had another one that was like 10 something. I think the oldest might have been 8 pounds, 7 pounds, somewhere around there. But we've had big babies. Now imagine you have this little petite, little size 2 something with these big old babies and whatnot. Her body is going, whoo. You know what I'm saying? Her body used to be smooth, cocoa butter, all of that. Tiger stripes, stretch marks, battle scars of baby making. All up and down the sides, all across her chest, maybe all underneath, all the arms, her hips, all of that. She's not gonna feel like herself. She's gonna look, cause stretch marks, y'all see them after they done healed. When they fresh, some of them be red, burgundy. You know what I'm saying? If you're a brown-skinned woman, they might be dark brown on you. And they won't feel like themselves. You know what I'm saying? Their breasts swole up with milk, and then after they weaned them off, they now deflated, so the skin's been all stretched. They stomach, if they had a big old baby out in the front like that, and then say they have the type that got the snap back. They snap back in shape, but all that skin don't snap back overnight. So now they stomach look like balled up homework, look like a brain. These are jokes. These are just jokes. I'm just trying to lighten the mood because I understand the metamorphosis that the body takes on. You understand me? Sometimes their hips get a little wider. They don't feel like themselves. They don't look like themselves. They have this transition of mind because before it was like seize the day, whatever I feel like doing, it's on and cracking. Now I'm responsible. They have this innate nurturing side that kicks in. The maternal instincts kick in, and now it's about the baby, and they now lose a sense of identity. Who am I? I don't even look the same anymore. I can't get up and move around the way I once had before. Now I'm locked in on the baby. I'm putting on this weight because I gotta eat when the baby eats because the baby needs my turn. I can't get up and move all around because I'm putting the baby to sleep and all them things. They sleeping patterns is all off. They don't put on no makeup and they not feeling like them. And that's where it's on you when you come off work to be like, you ain't took a shower yet? Here, let me get the baby. Go ahead and take a shower. I got him. Go on, take a shower. Go ahead. Because a woman will be sitting there on the toilet with the little baby in the car seat, rocking him with her foot like, can't even, they go to take a shower, they poking out looking at the baby in the little bassinet or the car seat or whatever. Allow her that opportunity to have that moment of freedom that she once hadn't had. What she had before, but she don't have now. You know what I'm saying? Tell her, I got this. Let me cook something. Baby, you hungry? I'm gonna bring something home. Here, go. You want to take a nap? I got the baby. Go ahead. I got the baby. You take a nap. You been on duty all night and all day. I was at work. Work wasn't nothing compared to this. You will look like a champ, homie. And number 3, you have to come to grips with, say you have a boy or a girl. You are the male figure that will shape what they think a man is. If I can give you a simple formula for this, you want to be the type of man that your daughter would want to marry and the type of man that your son will want to become. You set the standard, how a man moves, how he moves with his woman, how he handles business, when he goes to work, how apologetic is he, how sympathetic is, how does he stand on business? When something goes on, does he hide behind his woman or does he get in front of it when it comes to situations? When it comes to school, does he show up or does he just wait for the report afterwards? How a man loves a woman, how he interacts with his woman. Your sons and your daughter is looking at that. How do you treat my mama? Because that's how I'm gonna treat my wife, or that's how I'm gonna expect my husband to treat me. You are the benchmark gold standard, supposed to be, in their lives. If you are not, you are setting them up, and your children will be in therapy with daddy issues. You are responsible for validating them. You're supposed to be like, baby, you are smart. You are beautiful. You can be anything you ever wanted to be. And I got your back. And if anybody ever mess with my baby, it's coming down with razor blades and lemons. You tell your son, you stand up, you keep your chin up, you look that man in that eye. You earn your check, you get paid for what you work you put in. You don't go for no foolish business. You protect your household. You create the space that allows your woman to be powerful. Don't no woman want to be with no weak dude sitting over there sniveling and crying, can't come up with a plan when adversity hits. Son, you stand up, chin up, and chest out. And that's what you are responsible for. Those are just 3 things that I want to hand first-time fathers. And we'll start there. You master those, you will grow with your family in wisdom. And what you are able to impart to the children will continue to grow. Just like your love for your family and the love that comes back. But this is Late Night CJ. Like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend. 100. Outta Pappy.